Well, it's the next morning. The rain did come down pretty good for a while, but it stopped early. I'd say maybe 1 or 2 in the morning. Um, and from that point on, it was just rain from the trees coming down on the tent. I opened one door. It was soaking wet when I toggled it up, so it's good and wet. Anyway, yeah, the outside of the tent definitely is wet. And then there's around the footwell, not so bad there. Definitely, I don't know if you can see it. There's a lot of dirt kicked up around the edge of the tent, which means that that will be dirty. And it looks like even under the um, vestibule areas, the ground is wet, so the underside of the tent is probably wet. Um, Even the part that's not on the polycro anyway. So it's going to be a little messy. Try to wipe it off. Take one of my small micro tech things to do it. At 6 o'clock on the dot, somebody blew revelry down at the hut, and I could hear a lot of flick, of kicking up the flies of things, tarps, whatever, to get the water off of them. So I think most people probably even gone by this point. It's 7:15 at this point. I've finished eating the rice I hadn't finished last night. Packed my snack bag, had some trail mix for breakfast. Um, I was looking at Gut Hook, and yeah, I'm definitely in the white. I am aiming for a pond that is not far from a hut. Um, I'm not sure I could share how these hut things work, frankly. But anyway, it said that there are quite a few campsites at this pond, so it'll be drinkable water. And it's not far from the hut, it's just over, or just a peak before. Today I'll be going up Lincoln, Garfield, and Lafayette. Not in that order. I think it's Lincoln, Lafayette, and Garfield. Um, it's a at least 3,000, if not 4,000 climb, but it stays pretty much at elevation from that point on. I expect the terrain to be just as bad as it was today or yesterday, only it'll be a little wetter now. I think my shoes might have gotten a little wet out there, just from the splash up, but they have to be wet anyway. I had my food bag in the tent last night because there's no time to throw it and to go find the bare box, and the rain was coming, no chance. So I'm gonna have to do the best I can, but it may be 8 by the time I actually hit the trail, which is pretty late for me. And if I'm going at 18, it'd be about 9 hours, so let's say 5 o'clock would be normal, but that means probably 6 or 7 again. Anyway, there aren't many other options. And setting up the tent after it's been wet. Ooh, the tent's been wet. Anyway, after that, I think the next day I will try to get to North Conway for resupply. I have 3 days worth of food. Conway's 30 miles, so I think I should be able to get there with the food I have, and I'll have to do a full resupply there and figure out where I'm going. Stay in a hotel, maybe $90 for the night. Um, yeah, these whites are not going to be easy to deal with because of the whole hut thing. I mean, shelters available. I'm using this tent. I really wish I had a duplex. It'd be a lot easier. I mean, yeah, the condensation inside, but this has probably got condensation. And anyway, I'll do the best I can. It'll be the first time I've camped with the tent a night after having it get wet. I probably will not be sending it, although it's bright out there at the moment. Today was the day predicted a couple days ago to be thunderstorms, but since yesterday it didn't rain at all until last night. Maybe today that weather pattern is not the same at all, and who knows, it may not rain until late again. I have no idea. All I can do is walk and suffer through. I guess if I have to go on to, I think it's called the Garfield hut, and try to get in on the floor, I guess I will, but not enjoying the trail here because of not knowing where to go to camp and to get to a shelter where I can be dry and avoid using the tent. It just doesn't seem to be something I'm going to be able to do here. If it was dry, fine, but it's not, and that is what makes it a whole new ball game. So, okay, I'm going to deflate my mattress, get the bulk of all the loose stuff into my pack, take it outside against the tree. I think I heard my poles fell over last night with the pack covered in a hat, so there'll probably be a pool of water in that, and see what I can do about this tarp or the fly, and how well I can pack up this tent and do it as quickly as possible. I'm just not going well because I'm talking here. I'm talking to avoid having to get out there, put my boots on, take a pee, have some water, fill up with more water. So much to do. This is where it would be helpful to have a friend to bounce ideas and thoughts off of. But no one here but me, so okay, let's see how I go. So this is the Lonesome Lake, I think, hut, and these are the bunks. You will pay $100 to $170 for the pleasure of staying here. bit of a nice view at least.
Hey Ben. Hola cariño. Wir laufen noch mal.
So, lieber mal gerade mal eine Pause und ich renne dann halt zum Auto.
So that's Lowson Lake behind me. I think it's Lowson Lake. And quite a view. The weather turned out great today. It was supposed to thunderstorms and all that, but that's tomorrow. Rain tonight. Stopped at the hut. I had a bowl of good potato soup. It was just starch soup. There was no flavor at all in it. I had to add a lot of salt and pepper just to give it anything. And I had a brownie. I only paid $1 for the brownie, not the $2 they were asking. I guess it wasn't worth it after that soup. But yeah, Lonesome Lake Hut. Anyway, I have to double check I'm going the right way. Bumped into Guardian while I was there. He was just coming in while I was leaving. I dried out my fly so at least it's dry. And I'll be ready for stealth camping tonight at Franconia Notch, I believe it's called. And see about trying to get to Conway the day after. It still may be a little too far for one day, but anyway, I really doubt that I would make it, so we'll see. And there are a gazillion tourists out here, being a Sunday and the nice weather. No phone service up here. Only halfway down the mountain now. Maybe when I'm up Franconia, I'll try it again. See if we can pick up some emails or whatever. Feeling pretty full. I drank a lot of water. What was there? At least a liter. I was thirsty. But still have a long way to go. Wish I could think of something better to say. That's it. Talk to you later. Sweating a lot. Coming up that trail. And it keeps on going. Every time I look up, it looks like that. Never ending. I'm only halfway. I've got another mile to go. 5 o'clock almost. I'll be lucky if I get there by 6. I think there's a slope. That's a slope right there, 45. Give you an idea of how rocky it is now. Tough going. This is going to be one of the worst camping experiences on this trip. The site just flat enough for me, but the tent is out of shape. Look at that, it's very loose. And with this, it's like, it doesn't pull tight at all. And it's kind of like a U shape anyway. So I really don't, and even the tent, I mean that's vertical, but you see it's leaning off to the side. It's going to be a pretty horrible experience, and it's going to be thunderstorms tomorrow. It's rain tonight. So tonight I don't know how it will handle the rain. The way the fly will be, I'll probably have to peg out extra pegs that they provide just to get it away from the tent. The position of the pegs at the moment is not going to be good enough. And if it rains all night and in the morning, thunderstorms tomorrow, when do they kick in? If I can get my tent packed up and head out, fine. But anyway, I'm not far from the campsite, the official campsite that you pay $10 for. I probably should have gone there, but I'm not going back right now. Anyway, I probably am gonna regret this. We'll see. We'll see. This could be a real epic cluster mess up. Not expecting much. Anyway, 7 o'clock, I better eat. It's gonna get dark very soon. And who knows when that rain will kick in. It's like gray right now. Wish me luck. I had to use one extra peg on that far corner there, but otherwise it looks okay. Looking around at trees, I noticed that in the middle. I looked up, and it's like a treetop right there, and then right behind it, you can see where it broke off. It's right beside my tent. I don't know. I don't think I can try to get that, but what would happen if that got blown down? I think I'm gonna have to move my tent. Okay, my solution was to move the tent, pull that thing down, throw it off in the woods, put the tent back up. So, I'm just gonna eat my, whatever it's called, this one, pepper steak, Italian style. Deserve a mountain house tonight, I think. Sunset looks beautiful, if I could really see it. But then I'm going to get in that tent and see how poorly it works for me to lay down and stuff laying around. But I'll have the food bag with me. I don't see any trees I can hang in it from. And are there bears up here on the top of this mountain? Hope not.